Okay, great. Hi, I'm James. Some of you know I'm from Mad Eye, and we've been building a relatively complex Meteor app for a little while now. And while a lot of things work pretty well in the very beginning, complexity starts to make them creak, and sessions and collections are examples of this. In most complex applications, you have things broken down in modules or objects or whatever, and that's all great, except that in Meteor, those things aren't reactive. So we sort of really wanted some kind of objects that were reactive, and not just their properties, but also like internally they could have dynamics, and that would all be reactive. And so we made them. And so what we're going to do is we're going to show this off a little bit. So we basically made something called a reactor. It's all the API is very in flux right now, but you make a class that extends it. Sorry, this is CoffeeScript if you're JavaScript people. But you can just declare a property, and that makes a property text on the object. And that thing is reactive. And you can also make them, like in this case, you can see this guy is get only, you set as false. Or you can have them actually delegate to other objects, or many things like that. And moreover, you can declare functions that sort of are reactive inside and watch these properties and change other properties in response. So in this case, we have something that you can set a text field, and it has an output which is uppercase text, which is not particularly exciting, but it is a nice little toy example. So if we look at this, we can type in some text, and if you look right here, what it's just doing is it's setting, the event is setting the text field. Internally, this, what we call a sentry, is being called, and converting it, I lost my cursor, there we go, converting it into uppercase text. And then lastly, we have a helper, which is displaying that uppercase text. So this is a toy example. You can do this with sessions very easily, but for a more real-world example, we have this file tree here, and when you click on a file, well, it's going to display over in the editor. But that's not true if it's a directory. A directory is going to toggle, and if it's a binary file, you can't really display it either. So actually knowing what to do when you click on a file or navigate it in other ways is a little bit of a complex process. So we just have an object which is, its job is to control that. Just to show really quickly what that API looks like. We just find a bunch of setting-only properties and a bunch of get-only properties and some things that convert the initial properties to the output properties. So anyway, we'll push this up a little bit later, but it's a way to sort of encapsulate logic and properties in a reactive way that helps you sort of make your application more manageable. That's it.